Hey everybody, this is David at Homestead Hacks. There's a gander tore up. You've heard the old saying, when your life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Well, that's what we're doing today. What happened, here's what I found this morning. One of my chickens, and it's obvious, I've seen this before. More than likely, a hawk has got it. I would say maybe an owl, but these chickens all roost inside the barn, so it's not likely. It's not likely that it was an owl. So what I did, I'm going to make use of it. I'm going to use it for something. So here's what I'm going to do. If you can see, I made a video of this before. If you can see right there on the dock, there's a 5-gallon bucket. Now some of you may already know what I'm going to do with that. Hold on just a second, and we'll do something with it. Okay, what I've done, I took an old 5-gallon bucket that was almost dry rotted, and I took a drill bit. I'm not exactly sure what size. It doesn't really matter, and I'll show you here in a second what we're going to do with it. So the 5-gallon bucket, I drilled holes in the side, through the bottom, and then what I'll do now, I'm going to put in our dead chicken. Now, anything that I find dead, even roadside kill, anything that was killed on the side of the road, you got dead animals from time to time. What you do, pick them up and you'll throw them in this bucket. And then on top, you'll put a little bit of hay or straw or grass clippings, something like that. And what happens is that'll make us a filter, a carbon filter, and it will keep the smell down. Now it would help more if you could put it up in the air a little bit higher. And I could set up another one of these inside the chicken pen and put it up high in that tree, or at least where I could reach it. But right here it should be okay. I might get a few complaints from the kids when they fish, but that's the reason for the straw. Now what'll happen, some of you don't know why I'm doing this. It sounds crazy. Okay, and this will help eliminate the amount of flies in your area too. What you do, you put animals, scraps of meat, anything that's meat, you'll put in there, and then you'll put straw on top of it. Flies will lay their eggs in there. They'll turn to maggots. Now maggots has to burrow in the ground before they can hatch back out a fly. They have to. There's no way around it. So what will happen, as those maggots mature, they'll come out those holes, they'll fall in the water. Free fish food. And you can get a lot of it. And what happens is the flies commit their eggs to here, which will be doomed and dead. So that ends their cycle, the flies cycle. So more flies that lay their eggs in here, the less flies you're going to have in the future, because they committed to here, which they are doomed and they're going to die. They won't hatch out. They're fish food. Now what I can do too over here, let me show you. I can also put one here in this tree, and then underneath of it put you a board, maybe a piece of plywood, another container underneath of it that will help catch the maggots as they fall, because if you don't, they'll just hit the ground and go in the ground. So you need a harder surface. Now it won't be as effective here, because they probably will get a chance every now and then to get into the ground, but those chickens will learn, just like that one right there. Once they start feeding from that, they will constantly be feeding from it. Now it would be better if you had like a 55-gallon drum cut in half, or not cut in half, but cut real low, like a plastic barrel, like cut low enough to where the chickens could step into it, is what I'm getting at. And that will catch those maggots, and it will give those chickens a chance to get them. That will work too. If you want to try that, it's free food, and you would be amazed at how many maggots will come out of there and feed your animals. And I got another trap too that I'm going to show you later on, with different kind of creatures that you can catch for free. And these creatures you'll catch at nighttime. And I'll show you that in another coming video. We'll set it up and I'll show you how you can catch beetles and moths and stuff like that. Show it in a later video. Stay tuned, Homestead Hacks. We got a lot to show. And there's Daisy May, or Pig. But anyway, the bucket. It's very important when you do this to put straw, hay, grass clippings on top. It'll keep that smell down. And then from there on, you just stack more animals, dead animals, scraps of meat, such on top, more hay, and just keep the process going. Every now and then you have to get your bucket down, empty it out with the bones, because there'll be nothing left but bones in there. But that's about it. Just wanted to share that real quick. And I'll show you in some future videos how that will, when it starts working, I'll start showing you. I'll show you how these fish will get trained. They'll get trained. They'll start hanging out right there. And they'll start eating those catfish, bluegill, anything in there will eat those. It's free fish food. So that's about it. Don't forget, folks, please help share videos. We've got a lot of information to share with you this year. Garden videos, farm videos, camping. We're getting ready to start going camping as soon as this COVID-19 stuff ends, where they'll reopen the campgrounds. We're going to start taking you on camping trips as well. So don't forget, folks, please help share videos, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching Homestead Hacks.